I actually saw last week that I posted a status on Facebook 9 years ago. So it was like 4 days ago, I think I saw it 9 years ago, that I just said, I want to do the triathlon in Rotan. But I just never did it. I never did it. I rode the bike with you a couple times and went on some runs and swam a little bit, but I said I wanted to do it and I didn't do it. And I've done that a lot in my life where I say I want to do something and I kind of decide like, you know, I'm going to do that, and then it just kind of goes out the window.
A lot of you are trying to find inspiration and motivation with a depressed mindset. You don't find inspiration by not living in the grip of life. Put challenges in front of yourself. When you put a challenge in front of yourself and you attack it, that's when you find inspiration.
It's Friday, March 5th, and starting at 8 tonight, we're going to run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours, so that by the end of it, we get 48 miles in.
And what are you expecting for this challenge?
Mental breakdown.
Through it, I think it's going to be really easy or really hard, and no in between this challenges. That either I'm going to be like falling down and trying to get back up, or just going to kind of brisk through it. But we'll see. Good morning.
Good morning. When I'm toward the end of a long event, I get really confused. I have numerous times started on like a 6th lap or a 2nd lap or something like that. When I'm looking at a sign that says, if you've done this 1 lap already, go this way so you head to the finish line. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's me. I'm headed to the finish line, and then I go the wrong direction. Yeah, I'm worried I'm gonna get lost out there.
"15 minutes until start time."
The more you walk away from accountability, the weaker you become. Find yourself in the grip of life. You can't find yourself by doing nothing.
Leg 1. We're getting going. Just completed mile 1. Only 47 more to go. We gotta get warmed up. Going into the second night. Alright, and grip on his coat, single action on me. 8 o'clock. On the dot, time to go.
So the first time, I remember being in the Roatan hospital with you, and we were waiting all night for the surgeon to show up the next day, and you were laying on your back, not sleeping. I think you had a lot of spasms and stuff going on in your legs, and at one point, for the first time, before that, you had just been saying, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. You were convincing everybody else that you were okay. And then just very quietly, you didn't say a word, but you started crying really hard. And I don't think you ever said anything.
I remember after the surgery being in the bed, and I remember crying in the bed upstairs, not because it hurt, because I was just like so emotionally drained. I remember saying like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I want this to be over. I walked from the door over to the window, Remember that picture where I'm just kind of sitting, looking outside of the window that Dad took from the door? And it took like 45 minutes for me to get there. Just huffing and puffing and trying with everything I could to just walk. I remember that one.
I did have a friend long ago who had a childhood very similar to David Goggins, and I was sharing with her struggles that I had, and I said, you know, I feel like they just pale in comparison, so therefore, what is wrong with me? I'm so weak. Her name was Dawn, and she just looked at me and said, pain is pain.
It's getting hard. I'm starting to feel it. My legs are cramping up, and my knees are hurting. Just been pounding. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing this for all the people who don't know where their next meal is coming from, and I'm doing it for all the people who physically and mentally can't because of a disability. I'm gonna finish.
I've always, even when I was a little girl, wanted to feel like there was some purpose in my existence. And here I am at 48. My life is pretty small. Actually, that's not true, because not just influencing two people in life, two human beings that I held, that I was the first person that got to hold them. The first person that got to tell them yes. The first person that got to tell them no, to truly influence them. And I think that's something.
Why do you think you want to be better than you were yesterday, tomorrow? Was it something that you were born with, or is it a recent
No,
thing?
I don't think I was born with it. I don't know. Just progress. Making progress feels good. Makes you feel important and makes you feel like you're doing something valuable. And when you feel valuable, I think you bring value to other people's lives. So the drive to be a little bit better, I guess, doesn't really feel like it's for me. It feels like it's for other people too. So I feel like I have a purpose to do more than to just sit around and live my life, wake up and do life normally.
Finished mile 48. Mile 48 was for myself, to prove to me that I can do this. No matter what happened to me, I'll push through. No matter what happens to you, you can push through it. This is mile 49. This is for all the people who are struggling and don't know where the next meal is coming from. We're so privileged and so blessed, and so many people are starving. This is mile 50 for all the people who can't do this physically or mentally, or the people who battle with mental illness, or are stuck in a wheelchair, confined to crutches, walkers. This is for you. I was almost there 3 times. I wish I could say I know your pain, but I don't know what you're going through. This is for you. Mile 50. I did it. I did it.